Welcome to the world of probiotic foods. This is Cultured Food Life with your host, Donna Schwenk.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining me. And today we're going to talk about the 4 fermented foods that I never skip in December. So December always it's such a joyful time. I love it. I love the twinkling lights, the warm kitchens, all the food that everybody's making, the family gatherings. Everything makes the season feel really magical for me. But it also brings a little extra stress, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of travel, and fewer routines that I'm used to. So over the years, I've noticed that my body does best when I give it daily support, especially this time of year. So no matter how busy life gets, these are the 4 fermented foods I don't skip during December, or any time actually, because they really help me stay hydrated, energized, happy, and steady throughout the holidays. So let me share them with you, the things that I do on a regular basis, and especially during the holidays. Okay, number 1, kefir is my non-negotiable morning ritual. It's just, I have it every morning. This morning I had a peppermint white chocolate kefir smoothie that I made with persimmons. If you guys haven't tried persimmons, you got to get them. So I get these. We have a tree actually that has these, and I never had them for years because I didn't really know what they were. But they have so much vitamin A, and they are so good. They're like my favorite fruit. So what I do is I get them whole and I freeze them immediately, and they stay soft even when they're frozen. And then I just take one out of the freezer, top off the chop, and cut it into 4 pieces and stick it in my kefir in a blender. And then I add some protein powder. I'm really liking. I've gotten some holiday protein powders that I really like from Clean Simple Eats. Is a really good brand, and I got a white peppermint one that I'm in love with, and they have an eggnog one. I throw that in the blender with my persimmon, and you don't have to use persimmon. You can use bananas, frozen bananas, or some kind of fruit that you like. I throw it in there, and I blend it up. And persimmons make it, because there's so much pectin in some persimmons, it makes it thick and rich and creamy. And oh my gosh, it is so good. I do it a lot during when there's persimmon season where I can get them. And that's during the November, December, January time. And so then I freeze them and I have them all year long because I get a whole bunch. And I have so many persimmons, and I love them in my smoothies. And I love the vitamin A that's in there, which you especially need during the holidays. That's something you need. So this sounds like this is a promotion for persimmons, but it really is for kefir. That's just what I just did that this morning, but that's one of my favorite kefir smoothies to have during the holidays. I love it. I wait all year for it. So it keeps me grounded when I have kefir every day. It supports my immunity during cold and flu season. It gives me lots of immune boosting power, especially even with those persimmons, the vitamin A, that does that too. It helps my digestion stay regular, especially after heavy meals. It calms my cravings down and steadies my blood sugar, and just really it keeps me from getting hungry during the day, because it also does, and something that I've really noticed with my daughter, Holly, is that it calms her. She gets some anxiety around this time. She just moved into their new house. They just got married. They're newlyweds. When she doesn't have kefir, she struggles with the pressures that was all going on with moving. But when she has kefir, it calms her down. She's like 2 different people. I'm shocked at how much it affects her mood and helps her stay calm. I just saw an article too the other day that was saying that people who had cultured vegetables in Germany, they did this big study, and people who had cultured vegetables every day, and we're going to get to cultured vegetables next, but they had it every day for like 6 weeks, that it worked better than anti-anxiety medicine. And I can attest to that too. I've seen that happen. There is nothing like it. You don't have to have a lot, but it's the bacteria that's in your gut that helps to keep you calm. And kefir does it. Cultured veggies do it. It's fabulous. So it's great for anxiety. It gives you a good mood and energy, but it also, for me personally, it keeps my blood pressure in a really good range. So kefir has always done that for the last 24 years for me. We're prone to that in my family. And so my mom and sisters all struggle with that. And kefir is a godsend for me. It just helps keep that in a good range for me. Kefir practically makes itself. I enjoy a good glass in the morning. You literally just put kefir grains or easy kefir, whichever one you want to use, the culture. You just put it in some milk or non-dairy milk or whatever you want. You sit it on the counter for 24 hours, and it makes itself. And the next day you got kefir. So a small glass first thing in the morning wakes up my microbes and sets the tone for my whole day. And I've got a really good recipe for eggnog kefir. If you go to the health food store and get eggnog, if you like eggnog, you can make kefir with it. You can just actually put the kefir grains or the kefir into the easy kefir. I recommend doing easy kefir because it's probably better to not do kefir grains, although you can. Put it in the eggnog and let it make it. It'll to bring those sugars down. It's so delicious. But you got to get a healthy version because there's a lot of versions out there that aren't good. But it makes a wonderful, wonderful breakfast in the morning. So check it out. I have the recipe. I'm going to put it on my site. If you go to the article, if you want to learn how to make eggnog kefir, it's delicious. Now, number 2, I always have one of these, either Skyr, Greek, or Yogurt Plus every day, yogurts, because of the protein in them and the probiotic boost. There's so much protein in these strained yogurts because I strain the whey out. And I usually have one of these yogurts every day, depending on what I'm making, because it's so fast and because it's so easy and because I really, really like it. They're thick, they're creamy, they're protein rich, and they're incredibly supportive of my gut and immune system. I have found that I need more protein. I'm building a lot of muscle right now, but I need it anyway because it balances my hormones. It keeps everything running smoothly. I don't get those cortisol spikes because one of the things is having more protein really helps cure that. It also keeps you full and steady. You don't have the cravings that you do for other bad food when you have enough protein in your diet. It just calms it all down. And they're packed with beneficial bacteria, especially Yogurt Plus. Yogurt Plus has bifido in it too, which is incredibly powerful. But Greek and Skyr are some of the most delicious yogurts I've ever eaten. It calms digestion, it supports your immunity, and it makes the holidays eating much easier on your body if you have some of these. And I have Skyr or Greek yogurt. Right now I'm putting fermented cranberries in it because I have a fermented cranberry sauce that you can go check out on my site. And I put some of that in my yogurt or in my Skyr, either one, or Yogurt Plus. Or you can even do El Ruderai yogurt. I actually had some El Ruderai yogurt mixed in with some Skyr yogurt today. I like pomegranates on it. I like walnuts. I love to put walnuts on it. That helps with hormones and skin support. And you can also put some of this yogurt on a warm breakfast if you're doing oatmeal. Just let it cool down a little bit. It can still be warm, just can't be super hot. But it is so comforting. You can drizzle honey on it. It is one of the best breakfasts. And I make a lot of desserts with yogurt because they give me so much protein. I make cookies. I have in my cookie ebook, I have 2 high protein cookie recipes that I make. Actually, I make them all the time because, first of all, you're just mixing it together. It's so easy. And I love the high protein in them. They're lower in calorie. And I also have this thing that I make every Christmas called a Swiss roll. And it's like a chocolate cake with this cultured cream, which is cultured yogurt in the middle that is to die for. So that is going to be a recipe you want to check out. And I'll link that in the article too, so you can see it. But all of those yogurts are so great. I do things like, the other day I took some pumpkin, I took some yogurt, and I strained the yogurt too to make sure that it's really, really thick. I mixed some pumpkin in there, the yogurt. I topped it with a little bit of whipped cream, and then I added this pumpkin pie. It was a protein powder that I mixed it all together, and oh my gosh, it's so good. It tastes like pumpkin pie. I do that a lot. Okay, so I was talking before about cultured veggies. Those are my secret holiday helpers. They help me all year round, but there's something that are so great for the holidays. Cultured veggies work like little digestive superheroes, especially in seasons when you have heavy meals. One of the reasons it's so effective is because they are rich in Lactobacillus plantarum, which is a remarkable probiotic strain that thrives in vegetables. So, L. plantarum helps break down tough plant fibers, reduces gas and bloating, supports immunity, and actually helps your body absorb more nutrients from food than it would if you didn't have that with it. And I'm talking like a spoonful. It's one of the most resilient beneficial bacteria we know of, and cultured veggies are full of it, and so I never skip it. So L. plantarum supports digestion, reduces bloating, helps break down those rich or complex holiday foods, brings beneficial bacteria deep into the gut because it's so powerful. It adds enzymes that help your body catch up faster, gives meals a bright, tangy crunch, and a burst of life. And I love cultured veggies at Christmas time. So here's what I do. I usually have a spoonful with lunch or dinner. I love to put them in things like salads or wraps or even soups that I just top them a little bit. Potatoes, they're really good on potatoes, or turkey or straight out of the jar. But like, for instance, okay, here's what I really do. When I'm making dinner, I usually have them at night and while I'm making dinner. And I usually will have a pickle while I'm cooking dinner because sometimes I'm really hungry. So that kind of calms me down. Or I'll have a spoonful of veggies or just the juice. And I do that almost every day just because it's something I kind of look forward to. And it's fun to have a pickle while I'm making dinner. I love that. And I have some really good Christmas pickles that I have that are really good. I also have some Christmas kraut recipes that I have that I during the holidays, and I'm going to put that on the article. And you can go to the article, see the recipes for all of these recipes, and see some of the things that I do. But honestly, cultured veggies are one of those special foods, special cultured foods that give you so many benefit. And if you have any kind of stomach distress whatsoever, cultured veggies are your go-to for that. They get rid of more stomach problems than anything I have ever seen. And it just spoonful of juice, it's all you need, and that's how fast it works. Now, my last one is either kefir soda or kombucha. Lately, I've been drinking a lot of kefir soda. I love kombucha too, but I've been doing a lot of kefir soda just because I have a bunch of it in my refrigerator. So by mid-afternoon in December, between errands, cooking, wrapping gifts, working, I want something for a bubbly drink. That's what I want because I'm constantly on the go. And I love that it has Espellardi in it. That's one of the things I love about it. And kombucha has a little bit too, but it doesn't have a lot. It just has a smaller amount. And it depends on how it's fermented too. But that is a very powerful beneficial yeast. Espellardi is incredible during the holidays because it keeps your gut balanced when you're eating richer food, supports immunity, even crowds out unwanted pathogens. It keeps those pathogens from growing. It's like having a tiny little guardian in your glass protecting and strengthening your microbiome with every single sip, and I love it. It's why I don't skip it. Why I like it because it also helps keep candida at bay. Kefir soda is better at that even than kombucha. And it also gives you a natural, steady energy without that caffeine crash. So Espellardi and kefir soda help support your immunity, crowd out harmful microbes. Kombucha offers organic acids that aid digestion, and it's really, really powerful for detoxification. And I have seen that again and again. If you have any kind of alcohol, make sure you have a kombucha the next day. I don't drink, but I know so many people that have found that kombucha is one of the best things for that, to make you feel better because it supports your liver and detoxification and it makes it easier on your body. The other thing that these two drinks do is they help curb sweet cravings. They hydrate and they refresh you. And I love the bubbliness of it. That's one of my favorite things about these drinks. They're perfect for like holiday mocktails because I don't drink. So I like to make mocktails that and I always use kefir soda or kombucha in them. And then I get a probiotic drink. You can enjoy them cold, straight from the fridge over ice, or mixed into a mocktail with citrus. But both of these drinks make even the busiest days feel brighter because your microbes feel supported. It helps your adrenal glands. And two of my favorite drinks is Christmas Kefir soda, which I have a link for in the article, a recipe that you can look at, or candy cane kombucha. Candy cane kombucha is to die for, guys. Get some healthy candy canes that don't have the dyes in them, and you just stick it into your bottle and watch it ferment and be bubbly, delicious, and it is super fun to make. I love it. It has a wonderful flavor. It tastes like Christmas. So both of these are great. We have a lot more recipes too. But these foods, these four foods, kefir, cultured veggies, kombucha, kefir soda, yogurts, all are like a holiday hug for your microbes. This season can be so full of beautiful emotion and everything in between because you've got your highs, your lows, your ups, your downs, but these foods support me every single day. Not because I don't have them because I have to, but because they truly make me feel better. So your microbes work hard for you all the time. You just don't know it. And especially they're going to work extra hard this month. So give them what they need, let them support you and give you right back all the healthy benefits you need. And if you want more simple recipes, guys, to stay balanced, be sure to check out my holiday microbiome mini course. And that's on my Biotic Pro membership course. It's got 12 videos, 10 different recipes of things that I do. It's filled with so many gentle resets, daily supports, fun things that can take like 5 minutes to make, that'll give you calms, energy, and keep you steady all December long. I would love to see you there and help you to feel better during the holidays because holidays are magical. And one of the things I love the most is how my body supports me during the holidays and helps me, even though I might stress it out a little bit. But in the end, I always consider me and my body a team, and my microbes, they're my mighty army. They're my 100 trillion mighty army that keep me well, help my immune system, and help to keep me happy emotionally and physically with my gut and my digestion and everything else in between. And I just hope I can encourage you to do the same because it can make all the difference, guys, during the holidays. All year long, actually, but it's there. It's put inside of you for a reason. It is there to support you. And you might as well learn to work with it because it is a mighty force that is your brother in arms for you. So have a wonderful holiday season. I hope this helps you. Stay healthy and have a glass of kefir if you do nothing else. It'll make a huge difference. Have a great week, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.